We live in an era where AI is woven into our everyday routines. From recommending what we watch to predicting our shopping choices, and even helping us communicate more effectively, it's convenient, fascinating, and constantly evolving. But as we explore its impact, there's a question we can't ignore. Could relying on AI too much be making us mentally and physically lazy? Let's have a look at how AI is changing our work habits. Think back to a decade ago. Crafting a report meant hours of brainstorming, outlining, researching, drafting, and editing. Each step taught you something new and sharpened your thinking muscles. Now, we feed AI a prompt and get a clean draft in seconds. That ease feels like a win, until you realize your mental muscles are atrophying. So, here's the thing. Elon's university report via CNN set up this Imagining the Digital Future Center, and they brought in some of the biggest tech minds, even people called the fathers of the internet. And what they're saying is kind of a wake-up call. They warn that by around 2035, if we keep outsourcing too much of our thinking to machines, our own abilities, like deep thinking, moral judgment, and even empathy, could take a real hit. It's not sci-fi fantasy. It's more like a, hey, pay attention before your brain starts slipping away kind of scenario. Now let's see the cost of getting things done fast. There's no denying it. AI is a total productivity powerhouse. According to a CNN-reported CFO survey, over half of big US companies plan to use AI within the next year to handle tasks like invoicing financial reports or even drafting marketing content. That's a ton of hours saved, right? Now here's the thing. When we skip the actual process, the thinking, writing, and editing, we also skip the learning that comes with it. It's kind of like fast-forwarding through a movie you've never seen. You miss all the character development and the little plot twists that make it meaningful. The real worry? That convenience slowly turns into dependency, and we don't even notice it happening. And here's one that really strikes us. A BBC report looked at 4,500 workers in the UK and uncovered something pretty telling. On one hand, 56% said they're genuinely excited about AI making their jobs easier, but on the other, 61% admitted they feel overwhelmed by how fast it's changing their roles. The tricky part? Most of them also mentioned they aren't getting the right kind of training to actually keep up with these shifts. So, while the promise of AI sounds amazing, less workload, more efficiency, the reality is that many people feel caught in the middle. They want to embrace the technology, but they don't always know how to use it effectively or confidently. And that's where the problem begins. When you're unsure but still leaning on AI for support, passive reliance starts sneaking in quietly. Without even realizing it, people stop questioning, stop experimenting, and slowly hand over the thinking part to the machine, simply because they don't feel equipped to keep up. Now here's something most of us don't pay much attention to: those so-called mindless tasks. Filing papers, grabbing coffee, organizing shelves, or walking documents across the office. On the surface, they feel trivial, even boring, but in reality, they serve a bigger purpose. Not only do they get you up and moving, they also quietly build skills like responsibility, communication, patience, and confidence, things that later become the foundation for bigger opportunities. A New York Times feature, highlighted in MIT's research coverage, explains this well. Professors like Simon Johnson argue that these little jobs are often the early stepping stones of a career. They're low-stakes chances to learn, practice, and slowly earn trust before you're handed more important responsibilities. Think about it. Most people don't start with major projects. They start with small tasks that prove they're dependable. But when AI takes over and eliminates these jobs, we don't just lose movement, we lose the practice ground that helps us grow. It's like trying to climb a ladder after someone has removed the first few rungs. The destination is still there, but getting started becomes much harder. Relying too much on AI is putting your creativity at risk. The Times points out that AI-generated content, whether it's text, images, or even music, is quickly stepping into spaces that once depended on human brainstorming and imagination. And yes, it's impressive how AI can whip up ideas in seconds, saving time and effort. But here's the thing, relying on it too much might slowly make us less willing to experiment, struggle, or push our own creative boundaries. Real creativity has always been about more than speed. It's about trial and error, about those messy drafts, happy accidents, and the sparks that come when you let your imagination wander freely. When we skip that process and depend on AI for instant, polished answers, we risk losing not just originality, but also the growth that comes from creating, failing, and trying again. In a way, it's like outsourcing our creativity, and over time, That could make our own ideas feel smaller, safer, and less innovative. Think about it. When AI does the learning for you, your brain quietly takes the back seat. We used to rely a lot more on our memory, whether it was knowing phone numbers by heart, remembering birthdays, or even finding our way around without digital maps. Now, with AI taking over research, reminders, and quick calculations, we don't challenge our memory the same way anymore. A CNN report found that about 45% of people use AI to keep track of details they once memorized themselves. It feels easy and convenient. But the downside is that our brain gets less practice at holding on to information, just like a muscle that weakens when it's not used. Our memory and problem-solving skills can fade if we don't exercise them. And it's not just about forgetting little things. It can also make it harder to learn new information or figure out problems on our own. The more we let AI do the remembering for us, the less active our own thinking becomes. And that raises an important point. Are we slowly losing the sharpness that comes from using our own memory every day? So, the thing to understand is how to use AI without losing yourself. Here's the good part. AI doesn't have to dull you. It's an awesome tool, if used intentionally. Let's discuss. 1. Firstly, question the answer. AI can give smart suggestions, but never take them at face value. Ask yourself, why did it suggest this? Is it accurate? Could I come up with a better solution? Treat AI like a teammate rather than a teacher. This habit keeps your curiosity alive and ensures your decision-making stays sharp. 2. Then do it yourself. Sometimes, even though AI can save time, try doing certain tasks manually first. Write emails yourself before letting AI polish them, or brainstorm ideas on paper before feeding them into a tool. These small exercises keep your problem-solving skills agile, your creativity flowing, and give you a sense of personal accomplishment. 3. Now get up and move. Convenience doesn't mean stillness. Instead of asking AI to handle every small task, take moments to move. Stretch, walk across the room, flip a light switch, or do a quick mini workout while waiting. These simple actions strengthen the mind-body connection, boost mental clarity, and prevent the sluggishness that comes with too much screen time. 4. And lastly, value small tasks. Small, repetitive chores may seem insignificant, but they quietly build focus, patience, and precision. Sorting documents, organizing your desk, or tinkering with a project keeps your attention engaged. Outsourcing every small task to AI risks losing the rhythm of effort and discipline that supports bigger accomplishments. Wrapping it up, AI assistants are amazing tools that make our lives easier, but it's important to stay aware of how much we rely on them. By keeping our minds active and staying physically engaged, we can enjoy the benefits of AI without losing our sharpness or independence. Remember, technology should serve us, not the other way around. If you like this video, then don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more insights and tips. Stay curious, stay active, and keep your mind and body sharp. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.